Hello and welcome back to my channel. Haven't made a video in a while, about a month. That's because I got the coronavirus and pneumonia. Good news is, made it through. Actually, I've had worse cases of the flu. But made it through all right. Now I'm back to doing videos. And the first video I'm going to do on a hand drill. Picked this up at an estate sale. Mentioned it to a lady at work that I work with, co-worker, and she wanted to see how it works. She was interested in it. This has a marking on it, which you can't see, that the patent for this design was given in December 23rd, 1915. This thing, we used to call them plunge drills, because that's how you use it. And I'm going to do a demonstration at a different camera angle. And you just push on it, it turns and then unwinds. Now, one of the reasons I picked it up, it's got all these little holes, and each one of those is a bit size. There's 8 of them, and it had all 8. This is the position where none of them come out. Down, you rotate the top hole, you take out a bit. Now these bits do not clear out the sawdust. They're just straight edge. But they're only used for small work. That's the biggest bit. This is the smallest bit. And I've been pretty impressed with this. So I'm going to change camera angle and show you how this works. And then I'm going to show you some stuff you can make with it. Alright, I changed the camera view so I can show you how this drill works. Excuse me. Like I said before, this is what we used to call a plunge drill. And I got a little bit of the hole started because I'm doing it at an awkward angle. And you just keep pushing on it. Now these drills, you do got to empty out the holes sometimes, because they do not have anything to remove the sawdust. Because this was not meant for any big holes, it's just meant for fine work. This is pine, but as you can see, and it just went through the, well, yeah, it did. So that hole, it's all the way through. Now, it's the biggest bit. Let me change the bits. I'm putting in the smallest bit right now. And it's always the hardest one to get into this drill bit. Pistachio shell. Why you would ever need to do this, I don't know, but it's just to show you that. Oh, these are actually pretty hard shells, and that bit is in there a little bit crooked, but I'm going to let it go through. There you go. That's pretty thin. So you can do some pretty fine work with this. And I've been doing some experimenting with it and really enjoy it. So let me put this bit back in there because I don't want to lose them. And I will show you a few more things you can do with this. Well, that's how it works. And I've been messing with it. And, one of the first things I did is just drill the hole in this dowel, put a string through it so you can hold it. Just before I made this video, I cut it down, got a toothpick, and I do some ultralight fishing, and I've got some bags rigged up where all I need to do is cut me a flexible branch and I can tie my fishing line to it. Carrying bobbers sometimes can get to be kind of bulky, so I drilled a hole in this dowel. See if you can see it. Put this line, and this line is really thick line, but it's easy to see. There's a toothpick. Put the line through the hole. Like that big string. Jammed in a toothpick, tapped it down so it's secure. Now when you fish with this, this goes toward the hook. This is tied to your stick or your fishing rod. Because when the fish bites and you pull, you want to make sure this doesn't pop out. This is one that's similar to a stick bobber. It won't lay like this unless you got a lot of weight. But you can see that thing move up and down. Now if you're ultralight fishing and you just want a bobber that you can see out there or hold the bait off the bottom, then I drilled straight through down the shaft. Toothpick, same principle with the line. And both of these bobbers took me a minute or two. Now, if you're out in the wilderness, of course you're going to get a branch, you're going to cut the branch, drill the hole, shave a little peg for it. That's going to take you longer, but you don't have to carry bobbers, and it still won't take you that much longer. Now, I used a little drill, and in the video you see me, and all that's an example is if you need to do something real fine. But there's applications when you're building a snare that you can use this drill. No batteries, no electric power. It's all done by hand pressure. This one's got all 8 bits, which I can imagine is rare. Still works great. Picked this up, like I said, at an estate sale, and I really like this thing. I've used it for some other stuff. And, I mean, that's not a bad depth for that big one. So, there's a lot of applications for this. Kind of a neat gimmick. Yeah, you probably won't be able to find one, or they'll be rare. You might find them on eBay. But it just does a lot of neat stuff, and you don't need a power cord or a power source, except you. So, there's my new toy, one of my new toys. Been happy with it. Glad I picked it up. I paid $15 for it. I thought that was a bit much, but now that I got it, it was actually, if I'd have known the way this worked, I'd have paid $20, $25 for it. But I didn't have to. I've never seen one of these before. I've seen other plunge drills. They have been bigger and bulkier. And this has been exposed, the channels that it twists down. I like this one better. The other ones were kind of stiff to use. This is really smooth. And I mean, I don't know how old it is. It's got to be 50, 60 years old, maybe more. And it just still works great. And I know there's a ring here. I haven't taken it apart. I don't think I am unless I can find some information about it. But anyway, here's the drill. Been real happy with it. Picked it up in a estate sale. You can find some pretty neat stuff. Been working with it. But that's how it works. And it's a pretty useful little gadget. Well, thanks for watching the video.